A little further away from me. Okay. Oh, get that off. Hello! Salutations everyone, Penelope Stone here. Today we are going to be painting with a much bigger canvas than I usually have. Like this takes up about a third of this table, I would say, give or take. Yeah, well, I'm just going to be practicing flames. I kind of have an idea in mind, but... Ooh. Notice my hairbrush was on the table. I did not clean this off as properly as I should have. Oh, well. I have an interesting idea. I'm going to call it interesting for the base. And that is sky blue. But first, let's see. Make sure this is all working properly. I think we're good so far. Let me grab my phone. Let's get to my channel. I am not going to complain about the UI. I do that all the time. Okay, look. Yep, everything's running good. Alright, perfect. Yeah, generate post starting now. Starting now! Exclamation point. Literally doing this midstream. Okay. And then I'll just go to my IRL one. You can... Yeah. Oh. Following, that should be good. And yep, just do that. And that's all the advertising I feel like doing. I am hoping my usual sis who catches me my afternoon shows up, but I have something silly today for hybrid theory, but in Linkin Park, in Mario 64 font. I'm pretty sure this is edited with this silly Mario 64 font meme. I don't think it's AI generated, but if it is, I apologize. But usually, like when something like that is that popular, it makes you a little nervous about including it. The more I think about it, how about I just go with something else instead? What? You know what? How about Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? This might be slightly risky to the copyright gods, but this is a cool soundtrack. So, I'm gonna go with that. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest instead. I am morbidly curious of one video, but until I can confirm whether or not it's AI, I don't want to do that. Anyway, really trying to avoid my face being there for the most part, but I have a face mask. It's not the biggest deal ever. I kind of have my blue skies mixed these days, kind of. So, it's sort of a persona. It's complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have the base be sky blue, similar to a painting I did 2 times ago. I probably don't have enough blue, though. To do this is... Oops. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I should be a little more careful how this supposed to be, even if it is washable. Oh yeah, I do not have enough blue, for sure. Especially with this canvas. Let's see. Not even nearly enough. I think I'm going to have to make up for it with the, with turquoise. It's the closest, next best thing I have for what I have in mind. Looks like I'm probably going to have to grab food a little bit, but I didn't want to give myself an excuse to not start painting, so I'm going to be eating and painting at the same time for a little bit. Probably not long, it's the sausages. It'll take me all of 5 minutes to eat that. Alright. Next we need white paint. And we're going to mix it together. Let me get it. I'll probably add more white paint, but not yet. Let me see what happens first. This should be good for just mixing it together. Okay, okay, guys, this is looking good. Okay. Alright, actually I could use a little more white. So let me just dunk more of that into it. Yeah, I need to buy more art supplies. Clearly. I'm about to spread it throughout the canvas though, but let me mix it just a little more. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I got the same result I did before. Oh no, I think my colorblind ass might have apps. Oh no, I used blue. Okay, I thought I might have used violet for a second and that's why I messed up. But no, that's not what happened. Alright. Let's spread it. Okay, it's not bad though. It's a little... Yeah, I wish I had a little more white paint actually. Oh well, let's see if I can even spread it throughout the entire canvas to the degree I need it to be. Okay, it being thinner is actually a good thing, so let's just keep spreading it out. I love the soundtrack. The game itself is pretty mid, but the soundtrack, wow, beautiful. Yeah. Alright. Mostly getting it across the canvas. Definitely well enough for this painting. Oh, that one was closed. I know it's weird. I'm gonna be painting planes, but I'm starting with a blue background. Because I just wanted that kind of contrast. And I kind of like blue flames anyway, so it's like blue background to the flames as a whole sounds really cool in my head. I do wish it was a little brighter. Oh well, this still looks pretty neat. Alright, I want this to be a little more uniform than I usually have it, so let me just do some straight. Do some straight, you know, do this though. Okay. Alright. I think we have a good baseline. Let me check to see if we have anyone watching. I forgot to set up where I can look at that. I am chilled. I will admit though, the inspiration to make me paint today was more so anger. I'm not going to get into details because that's not what this channel is about, but just the news and everything else happening lately. Just
get your sausage.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my food. Be right back. I need to let this dry a little bit anyway. I'm gonna put something else on while I'm in idle because I want to paint to that part of the song. So here's some Bomberman. Be right back. Alright. I am back. And I have sausage. Food. Honestly, I kind of want to spread this out more. Dry it out some. And I'm going to put the one soundtrack I had on before. When I go back to painting. But right now, I'm going to eat. It won't take long. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Oh. Alright, I think it's a little thinner. Alright. Alright, let me hurry up and eat. But yeah, this looks like a good baseline for what I have in mind next. I'm gonna just bounce my laptop. Oh wow, you can see my lap. Probably change the camera angle then, honestly. I can't really get it. Oh well, that's fine. Now then you can see up to my chin now, which is right here. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Hydrate everyone. I admit this is a little unprofessional of me, but I also kind of knew I had to let this dry a little bit before I start mixing. So this is all kind of tactful. I guess. That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. I'm almost done. Alright. I'm going to mess this a little bit. Let me try to cover this. I don't think anyone saw that, right? Okay, no. Alright. Yeah, this was a, I didn't even expect this. I kind of expected this to happen, but I thought it would be a little sooner into the stream where it wouldn't be as big a deal. So I apologize for that. That was poor planning on my part. I should just wait until after dinner. Yeah, the next painting we will need a little bit of red, not that much red, but I want a little bit of red. Let's see, orange and yellow will be playing center stage, and also some red though. This is for later. In fact, we probably won't even need the turquoise, and not that much violet. The violet I might want to use for like some details on the flames towards the bottom maybe to make it look darker. But we'll see what happens first. I'm okay. Oh, a virtual. I got way too far away. There we go. Let's see. Nope, no one's chatting yet or anything. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of all awkward. And also, I had the music way too loud. Yep. I apologize, but I will never do this again. I apologize for anyone who accidentally sees this. But anyway, let me go to this again and turn it down some. I might smear the paint a little more around, because I need some around the edges more anyway. I'm gonna say that now. Hmm. Alright, that looks actually kind of amazing. Alright, let me take my last bite or two here, and then I think we're ready for the next step. Alright, I'm going to go back to the song I listened to before. The soundtrack, rather. Alright, back to painting. I apologize for that. That was really bad planning on my part. But I was kind of thinking that would give me time to have this dry anyway, so it wasn't a complete bust. I'm gonna tell myself. Alright, let's see. Let's start count. There's a hair here. It's unfortunate. Not that big of a deal though. We can just keep it a brush. Interesting, but oh, I have paint on myself already. Okay, just a little bit of water there too. I'm a little wary here, to be honest, already. Alright, help it a little bit. Let me try a different brush. This is not working how I wanted. Oh, I'm just gonna point that out. But I'm gonna salvage it by just doing what I can. Yeah, this is already not gonna be what I had in my head. I'm not even gonna try to make it become that. I'm just gonna accept what has happened and make the best with what I can with it. I'm not trying to finger paint here though. Let's see. Let me try a different brush. Yeah, let me try this. I'm not sure how much red I'm going to use. Let me put it there for now. I think I'm regretting this move back. I think I can salvage it. I might need to put a little more red on this now. That's pretty. It's somewhat pretty, but not really what I wanted originally. I kind of like the more striking red. So let me actually add a little more red to this. Because it's already completely going off the crazy train of anything I had planned here. Because to be frank, it didn't mix the way I wanted it to. I'm not surprised by that fact, but it is what happened here. I like the blue sky imagery here, so I don't want to ruin too much of it, but I'm going to preface a few things. At least until this soundtrack is over, and then I might just cower with my tail between my legs. I think this is something closer to what I wanted with the flames and everything. But I suppose they have mostly abandoned that. But let's fuck around with it right here. I would say that song's been going on for a while. It's kind of making me sleepy. Let's see. There's no plans of revolution happening. The title's a fraud. Let's see. Let me try a little bit of that. Alright. Interesting. Let me try something simple. But stupid. As soon as I find the brush on. You know what? Let me try this brush. Let me give this one a tag in. Let's see. There it is. Let's see. Well, since this is kind of going off the rails at this point, I'm just gonna do whatever comes to mind. This has become just free painting at this point. There is no phase of revolution. There is only whatever the hell this is. Yeah, I'm just. But yeah, it is a little intimidating work with the canvas is big, but it is really fun too. Because I can just keep painting, and then if something doesn't look right yet, I can take a break from it, start on something else. It's perfect for my ADHD. Let's see. Let me try something. This is pretty dope. That's pretty. Do I know what it is? No, but it sure is it pretty. I'm kind of seeing the flames happening. It's sort of like a plant mixed with fire. Or maybe I'm coping. Should I keep putting my phone over there instead of having it nearby so I can check if people are watching? Nope, doesn't look like it. At least not right now. Oh well. I mostly paint these for the sake of painting, to be honest. Let me use some orange. Uh-oh. I'm not sure about this brush either, if I'm being honest, but let's try it. Not sure if I ever use this paint at all. Peach. Let's try it now. Already doubting this one. You know what? Yeah, that one I'm not too sure on with this color palette. I leave what I have there, but otherwise, eh. I think I'm almost done, actually. Let me try one last larger piece towards the top, though, something a little more striking. I did not end up really making flames too much. There's a few times I kind of tried, but then I ended up just making any brush shade that I felt like doing. So, I'm not making any promises with my paintings anymore, because I will probably break them. Alright. Let me try this. Yeah, I remember this is the only one with a black brush. It's not, I mean, the only small one with a black brush, I should say. This is a bit closer to what I had in mind, kinda. I see it going away as quickly as it forms, though. Probably shouldn't mix it well enough. Yeah, it's getting uglier. I think I need to do something. Honestly, I still don't like that. I think I need to put yellow. Actually, I need to put a significant amount of yellow throughout the whole thing. Like, just look anywhere close to where I want it. Yeah, it just kind of eats it. I am not feeling this one. You know what? Can't make it look any worse. You know what? I think I like it. It gives you more of a spring feeling than anything that's going on right now. There's a little water stain still here. Let's paint over that at least. So, I went into this expecting fire, flames, anger, and I kind of ended up with more like a meadowy kind of vibe. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Just maybe that's a good thing. Trying to get it from my POV will be a little hard, but if you ever monitor, turn it sideways. But no, seriously, you'll see the... let me work a little bit more up here, just because there's so much paint up there that it's just going to clump and look ugly. I am about done, but I'll consider this like the finishing touches up here. But otherwise, I think I'm about done with this painting. Ooh, that looks pretty. I like how some of the colors have mixed and streaked together with the previous layers. Okay, the Final Fantasy 1 ended. There we go. Some of those look a little too sloppy. What I have in mind. Maybe paint over them with some blue. I'd rather it be weird than anything. So, alright. I like the motion that this, at least from my POV, kind of has. The best texture I have is obviously this part right here is really pretty. Over here though looks like a things or grass, it's hard to tell. But I think at this point, I want to keep most of the blue sub background. Maybe I can fill it in a little bit better at some parts though. Okay, it has to be the exact same other blue color or it looks like it matches too much. Alright. I think that will wrap it up for today though. If anyone did drop by, I thank you very much. Have this posted later on. I just felt like painting. Just wanted to start with planes. It kind of burnt out and became leaves. I don't know. My brain does what it does, and then you get the painting you get. So I'm just going to advertise all my paintings as spray paintings, but I think this will look really pretty when it dries, especially this part I love the most, so I'm not going to touch that part at all. But okay, thank you everyone. And remember, you're out of this world, and don't let everyone tell you otherwise. So long.